All right, let's search for my SQL, and from the first option, click on the first link, MySQL, and that will take us right to the website, mysql.com. Then select the downloads option. Let's scroll over to MySQL Community GPL downloads. Click on that link. Then you scroll down to MySQL installer for Windows. That is if you're using a Windows OS. We have the version 8.0.36. So here there are two types. We have the one that is 32, both of them are 32 bits, but one of them has a larger file than the other. So click on that one. I want to download all the packages required. Say no thanks, just start my download. We're not interested in signing up or logging in. Just go ahead and download, and then we wait for this download to be done. Once it is done, I will then begin with the installation process. All right, so now that our download is completed, we go and then click on the installer. And here we have Windows installer. My SQL installer community is setting up for Windows configuration. All right, here is it. The MySQL installer community is setting up. So let's wait for a while for it to pop up. And there we go. So this is my SQL installer 1.6. It has found our internet, and to pop the MySQL installer, select the custom option and hit the next button. Now we have to expand these MySQL servers to select the package that we need and send to the right. So select MySQL server 8.0.36. Click on the green arrow to send to the right. Then we close that collapse. Also go open my SQL applications, my SQL Workbench. We select that package, click on the green arrow to send to the right, and finally we would also have to select my SQL shell and send to the right box. The next option is to let's see, enable the select features page to custom. Just let's leave that and hit on next button. So select next to go to the next page, and then here we have to, it says the following products have failing requirements. My SQL installer will attempt to resolve them automatically. Requirements marked as manual cannot be resolved automatically. Click on each item to try and resolve it manually. All right, so if you have this kind of situation, what you will need to do is to select these items and then try to resolve. But since that is not happening, so let's click on, since it's not resolving manually automatically, select this each of the products, and when you select that, you see it's saying that my SQL installer is trying to resolve this requirement automatically. There is nothing you need to do. Okay, since we don't need to do anything, then it means that we can just hit the execute button to continue. Let's click on execute. So if you have this kind of situation, click on execute and it's done for us. So let's wait for it to finish to complete the requirements checking. All right, so that is installed. So okay, now we require to install Microsoft Visual C++. Click on the agree button and click on install for that to be installed, because that is required to push. So here, successfully installed. Great. So now we can click on the next button to continue our installation process. Click on execute and wait for the installation of these three packages that we've selected to get done. All right, so let's wait for it to be done, to be completed. Okay, so now we hit on the next button. Since all installation has been done, then click on next and leave all the settings under the type and networking as they are. Click on the next button again. So click on next and set a password for yourself. So please remember to set a password that you can always remember. So I'm setting up a very simple password, although it's not strong enough, but you're required to set a strong password and hit on the next button. I'll leave mine as it is. Click on next again. Yeah, so here these are the server file permissions. Yes, grant full access to the user running the Windows service if applicable, and administration group only. So you click on next. Let's apply, execute this to apply configuration for all of the settings listed. All right, so now you click on the finish button. Now that all of this setup has been completely installed, successfully installed. So click on finish. It brings up the product configuration page. We have to walk through a configuration wizard for each product following. Yeah, let's just click on next, and you click on finish again. All right, so let's give it some time to load. So here we've successfully installed my SQL Workbench and yippee. So we are here. Thank you for watching this video. This is the complete installation process of my SQL Workbench. And you can connect to your server by just clicking on the connections, enter your password and click OK. All right, in our next video, I'll teach you how to create a database in the server and offline. Thank you for watching.